Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition. Look at that intro screen, chilling on the sofa. Can't see it, but off to the left and right are, I believe, all the dead bosses from the game. Or is it just the enemies? I don't know, but it's cool. Nice little crotch shot of Dante. He was a bit more covering himself. But we're gonna do, so we completed it as Nero/Dante on Legendary Dark Knight, so now we're gonna do it as Virgil. So I've already done 5 levels. I was going through each difficulty. Oh, it looks like I've already done, well, almost done one. I'm actually going through these offline because I want to get all the concept art for when I'm done. So I'm going to go through them all and just get them done. But for now, we're going to complete Virgil's campaign on Legendary Dark Knight. So it's pretty much the exact same gameplay or same levels as the Nero/Dante campaign. There is only one new cut, or 2 new cutscenes, one at the very beginning, one at the very end, and everything in between is just cut out of the game. And that's fine. So we have an option of costumes. We have his cool looking blue suit. That was actually pretty good. So that is Corrupted Virgil. So it's a bit like Sparta, but a bit like Virgil's gone evil. I believe the lore behind this is that, so when after DMC 3, Virgil went off to fight Mundus. Mundus kicked Virgil's ass and then turned him into this, like a parody of Sparta. Like Virgil's lost his free will. He still has his personality, but he's lost his free will. He's a slave to Mundus. And then I think from the DMC 1 book, and I don't know if they've retconned this, but in the DMC 1 book, Virgil is like this, and then he's like a bit of the Angel. He's got a bit of the armor. I think he's still got a Yamato. But then he loses to Dante. Virgil goes back to Mundus, and Mundus turns him into the full Neo Angelo that we saw at the start in DMC 1. So this is like an in-between between Virgil and Neo Angelo. So the only thing I don't like about it is the little white collar on his chest. Everything else I really like. So we'll actually do that for a few levels later on. And there's also a red version of his outfit, so not that much difference. I'll take it. Really like the way he looks in this. So they change his face for one of the other games. And I don't like what they've done, but I like his little, like, he's got like a button nose that I like in DMC 3 and in this one. But enough messing around, let's begin. Is a mouse on screen? Yes it is. Oh shit, it's upstairs. I'm going to get rid of that. Hold on. Right, so I'm actually streaming the game on my PC upstairs. Sorry. I'm running the game on the PC upstairs. It should... Well, it would have hidden the mouse if I was playing it on my PC here. So the PC upstairs playing the game, the PC downstairs is streaming it. And that's why we can see a mouse on screen. So let me just go and get rid of that, because that's going to get very annoying. So I've moved it off to one of the corners so we can't see it anymore. It actually just reminded me, so there's actually in the trailer footage for this, I think it's actually in the game as well, so if you leave it on the start screen for too long, eventually it'll go into like a demo, like a trailer, and in the trailer for one of the scenes there is a mouse on screen, because this is a terrible PC port. Absolutely awful. That's just a nightmare to get it on the right screen at the right resolution. Terrible. Alright, let's start again. Legendary Dark Knight Mission 1, and we'll see the cutscene at the very beginning of the game. So this is set before DMC 3. So I don't know how long before. He still looks like the same age. So he's like in his end of his teens, around 19. I think he'd be probably a bit younger than this, but like 17 to 19 is my guess. I was walking around and like, that's not a... cloaks like that just draw attention to you. So he's in Fortuna. He's come to investigate the cult that is worshipping his father.
Order of the Sword, huh?
You see, they're still building the statue, so it's even before DMC 3,
They worship
well before DMC 4.
God.
And it turns out demons are always a problem. Oh, here we go. So this is just for the special edition, this cutscene. That was pretty lame. He should have fell to pieces. Oh, like that, the scabbard goes through them. And he's like teleporting around. He's very anime. Right, that's a bit much, but it's cool. Oh, and he sees the sword. That in one motion. Oh, it's so good. Swipe the hair back. I just got Dan Southworth to come back. Such a good Virgil. Nice. You even did a bit of a, was it lunar phase when you do a stinger with the gauntlets? With Beowulf? And then all just start running down. Yeah, so he's investigating the Order of the Sword. Which makes a lot of sense. Virgil's all about gaining power. Might as well go and investigate a place that is worshipping your father. And good job he killed him. There's a car there. I think that's the most modern technology we see in all of like Devil May Cry 4. Yeah, that cloak, not hiding anything. There's a woman in red who notices him. Right, so the fan theory is, because we don't actually know, is that somehow we believe Virgil is hooked up with that red woman. I mean, it makes sense to me, right? Because he looks a lot like Sparta. Maybe she worships Sparta. Like, she probably walked past and, oh my god, there's like the Jesus Christ of our religion. Let's get in bed with him. And then I don't think it actually explains any of that in this game. Yeah, so Virgil is investigating the church. There's no more cutscenes now until the end of the game. And then during this, he sleeps with a woman. And then we know nothing else. We need to know like the full circumstances. There needs to be like an anime of this. So before we begin, let's have a look at all of his awesome abilities. So he is far improved after the DMC3. DMC3 compared to this is ridiculous. Like, there's barely anything in DMC3. I've never actually done that follow-up. Right, so 1, 2, pause, 3, you send him flying. And if you see that it does an extra hit. And didn't know about that extra hit. I guess you can interrupt the animation by doing literally anything else or just jumping away, but if you let the animation finish, I guess it does an extra... We'll try that. Didn't know about that. 1, 2, 3, and then pause and tap, and he has like 1,000 stab. Aerial raise, so 1, 2, and then 3, 4. Oh god, that's so good. He even gets a bit of air on that one. Jesus Christ, it's ridiculous his moveset in this. But just into the air. Now, I don't actually think he has the downward slash. What I loved in DMC3 is that you hit them up into the air, and then you do a follow-up attack where you hit them down, and the AoE on that attack is massive, and it was always so super satisfying, but I don't think that's in this anymore. We just have the upper slash, rapid slash, that is his stinger. So that one's very different, because the attack is like behind him. I think I said this, it's the same as like in DMC3. Virgil dashes forward, like very anime style, and then behind him is where the attack is. And when you DT, you can chain it, and you can just like fly around the map and zip around, and you just like, it's just ridiculous. Rising Star, so after doing rapid slash, which is that, the stinger, you can hit an enemy at the end. So you'll still leave that attack behind you, and then you can also hit an enemy when you land, and that's if you hold it. Judgment Cut End. Oh my god, that is so good. So Virgil has a super move. His whole deal is that he has a focus meter. So during the fight, every hit you dodge, every hit you land, you build your focus meter. And when it gets filled up, you can use a special move like this. I think it also makes you do more damage. I don't actually know the full details of this. So you need to be in Devil Trigger for this, and you can do that. I think you can chain it. That might be DMC5, where you can chain your specials, and it's just ridiculous. So for focus, if you miss an attack or if you get hit, then your focus bar resets. So that's it. You got to play perfect to get the super move. But he has Beowulf. Oh my god, look at that. He's got so much. 1 or 2, and then like a 1000 kick, and then like a little stinger afterwards. Starfall does a lot of damage, super powerful. Beast uppercut, just regular uppercut. Can you charge it? Not doing it in Rising Dragon. Like, if you hold it, then you do like a uppercut, and then Dragon Breaker, which is like a level 2 charge, where you do that 2 punches. Lunar Phase, that is his stinger. That is does so much damage. Oh, you can do it in the air as well. Kick 13. That is just like an automatic combo. Blush, so that gives you a damage when you jump. Just like Virgil. Force Edge. So that's a bit similar. Oh my god, look at that. Jesus Christ. His moveset is like... It's got to be over triple the amount that he had in DMC3. I don't think I've ever done that one. So so Y, then Y, and tap Y. Okay, let's try that. Helmbreaker, that is just a standard like hammer down. Stinger, just like Dante. Million Stab, just like Dante. Round Trip, again, just like Dante. He did that super fast. Is that sped up? But you can hold it and then you can probably say he's creating like a vortex. That looks actually interesting. I don't know if he has any moves. Wow, oh, it sucks the enemies in. Oh, I didn't know that. And I don't know if he has like a melee combos while you're doing that. You might be able to switch to another weapon and do some moves. Drive, just like Dante, but his is very fast and he does 2 in quick succession. Overdrive, which is another one, so that is his charged one. So Dante charges his to do... Ooh, look at that, it's vertical as well. Not vertical, horizontal. So it does 2 quick ones and then you can charge the 3rd one, which is a wide area attack. And I've been playing as Virgil a lot and I don't know some of his moves. Got a Summon Sword. The press X is just like a regular gun. Then if you hold it, then you can create a barrier around you. That damages enemies. I think it protects you, but it costs DT. Number 3, is that the same? Yeah, just more swords. Spiral Swords, that is what it was doing in that one above, so you can hold it, and you can see it's doing damage to the enemy there. And it's got a set amount of damage, so they do break after a while, and I think they will also disappear after a set amount of time. Storm Swords, so make swords appear around an enemy that then hits them. Blistering Swords, where they spawn at you and then head towards the enemy, does a lot of damage. Heavy Sword, oh, that was something coming from the sky. They freeze it. It looks like it freezes the enemy. Oh, which temporarily stops them. But that also costs DT. So it's a bit more like how he fights in DMC1 as Neil Angelo. Devil Trigger, you can just like Devil Trigger. Very cool. Abilities, speed, so he's got a sprint, get more orbs, enemy step, jumping off enemies. We don't have his basic stuff, so that is his default combo. I should actually use this move, it's probably better. Use this menu. Yeah, but it is ridiculous. Oh, by the way, he has trick actions. So, you know how Nero can grab enemies and bring himself towards enemies? Like, pull enemies towards him? Virgil, you throw a summon sword, which then stays in that enemy, and then that is the enemy you will teleport to when you press B. You use it to get around. He also has trick up and trick down, which is only during Devil Trigger, which I think is bizarre. Why is that only during Devil Trigger? But it lets you do 2 dodges. Okay. Anything else? I roll, kick, jump, speed. Yeah, that's fine. Well then, let's begin, shall we? I think I've got everything. Let's just auto-scale up just in case. Orthodox? Yeah, I've got everything. Let's buy some stuff. Let's fill up. Okay. Begin. So it's going to be a fight against Dante, which should be super easy. Hello, Dante. And there's where focus goes at the top left. That's his stinger. Oh, he's waiting for me. No, I don't want to get hit. Oh, now he's taunting me. Try to jump off this, god damn it. Uh-oh. Oh, damn it. My grab attack. I torch back. Yeah, so I think I'm going to do more damage. Although... oh, it's counting hitting objects as... my focus gauge. God damn it. I'm messing around. I don't want to get hit. God damn it, Dante. Why are you making fun of me? Oh, he's shooting my grab. I didn't know he could do that. So when I threw Summon Sword, he was grabbing it. Now he's got wide-reaching attacks, so... God damn it. Oh my god, it's so fun! Wait until we fight him in the chamber. Oh, I wish I timed that better. Alright, that wasn't great. I could do better. Oh, I didn't want to get hit. But it's fine. Can actually start fighting some enemies now. So he is ridiculous in Legendary Dark Knight. 'Cause you can just chain your stinger when you're in DT and just fly around and just kill everything. He's so fun to play as. I love Virgil. It's so good. I fucking love this game. Oh shit, I need to actually have a look at Blue Orbs. And we'll do all the secret missions because I believe they are different for different characters. So... with the triggers for Virgil, you change your weapon. So that's how you can easily swap between combos. And his combos really do flow fluidly between his different weapons. Like, you can just keep going. Ridiculous. Was that an air stinger? Yep, you can air stinger. One of his downsides to his grab is like it has to hit the enemy first. So really you have to grab an enemy twice. Like that. So the first one, oh, let's get a good camera angle, fires a sword, and then the second one teleports the enemy. Oh my goodness. And then a miss. So really just try and promote perfect gameplay. So you can get your focus gauge up. Maybe I'll be even be able to get some judgment cuts going. I could then if I wanted to. I'll need to try hitting objects. See if it gets your focus gauge up, because it looked like it was doing, fighting Dante. Alright, it's got a full focus gauge. When we go into this room, let's try and use Judgment Cut. So we've got to try and survive until enemies come. And I'm losing it, I think, by running around. And this is where you can chain it. Yeah. That's why I love his ability, it's so good. Let's get a full focus gauge. Oh, but also DT. Jesus Christ. This small area with his stinger, ridiculous. Oh god, that was perfect. Let's try not on him because he's going to die. You're going to die. I wanted to try my vortex. These throwing my sword. It also seems taunting improves the focus gauge. Or letting your animations play out. When he sees the sword, got a bit of focus. And you still grab orbs with your grab attack as well. Don't think we've got. I think we do have to touch a statue. But it's weird. Like it's just like Virgil doing the exact same campaign. There are a lot of cutscenes where they play and it's just like Virgil stood there and it's weird. but they put like all the effort into his gameplay, and it's just so good. And this will be our first secret mission. So this shows if we kill the enemies within the time limit, it should be super easy. Yeah, I really miss that downward slash that I had from DMC3. That's bad. I don't really want to keep them together. There's that one there, he is still alive. Oh, damn it. Wanted to get him with my Starfall. Super easy. Just too powerful. I still love the design. So it's got Beowulf. I mean, like, timeline wise, it doesn't make sense. It's got Beowulf from DMC3, even though this is before DMC3, but it's fine. It's all about the gameplay. You've even got a little box of stance going. Haha. Bit nervous about the one at the back, but it's fine. Can't see anything, but I swear he's kicking ass behind that enemy. Right, let's try and use Judgment Cut on these enemies. Jesus Christ, it's ridiculous. I think, can you spam it? I know you can in 5, but I think I might be able to spam it because it didn't take down a focus gauge and I thought it would. It also seems like just moving removes the focus gauge. I think it just expects you to just teleport towards the enemies as your only like form of moving around the map. Oh, here we go. This is going to be full of enemies. I might just wait here and let them come to me. Right, it's going to move. Damn it. Oh, he got me right against the wall as well. Ah, right. When that move happens, you hit him with a sword. And that's when he sees the sword and it explodes. Well, that one was dead. Oh, damn it, I wanted to go for another Judgment Cut. I hit the red orb, so that's going to explode, but I don't need the money. Damn it. So his teleport like gets stuck on ledges, which isn't... It's not great. And that happens. Very awkward. Ah, I thought I was out of the way of that one. There it is. No, that sword will be coming back down. Jesus Christ, it's just so many enemies. Trying not to miss and trying to get the... Oh, I was trying to get my focus gauge up and then I just get hit. Lovely. Try the throwing the sword. See if that sucks enemies in. It does, only very slightly. You probably use that to group enemies together and then sting them. Here we go. Had to ruin that last one. Alright, I'm not going to show the blue up locations because we got them on the last campaign. I'll try and remember where all the secret missions are. See if they are different. They must be, because there's like, you know, Nero only ones and Dante only ones, so they must change. Certainly do. This game is also much faster without cutscenes. That's what we get instead, where I just stood there looking at them. Oh my god, this is going to be ridiculous. Oh my goodness. This is why Virgil is ridiculous in the Legendary Dark Knight. Oh, and they'll explode when you finish that final slash as well. When you let him sieve the sword, so you can just... Oh, it is so powerful! That's not fair. Missing attacks because my animation carried on, even when the enemy died. It's fine. That would have also been like a really good judgment cut where you just kill all the enemies. Okay, it just moves over. He doesn't have a gun to shoot the console to make it work. But do you know what? I often forget what weapon I've got equipped. So unless it's like Beowulf, I get Yamato and Force Edge confused a lot. Because they're both like super fast hitting attacks. And to the side. There we go. Now I get ready for this area. I've got full focus bar. Oh, and it's just gone. Immediately. Trying to get full focus, take all these out at once. There we go. And it's gone. You can't move. Alright. God damn it. That's very restrictive. But I get it. Because it's so powerful, you need that. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Wanted to taunt. And we're good on. Alright, that's all my DT going. You can also charge them out. I didn't show this during the abilities, but you can charge it. And then do a... I think that's actually called Judgment Cut, and I keep calling the other one the other thing, but... The Judgment Cut End is what it's meant to be, the super one. No, let's go around you. They're just not very good at dodging, these guys at least. There we go. So, if you hold Y, you charge up the sword. I think it only has one flash, but then when you release it, you do a range attack. Now you can actually chain it up to 3 times, but I'm terrible at it. So you don't know if you do it, let go and charge it again. Yeah, I'm terrible at it. You've got to press it when his sword flashes, and I just can't do it. But you can do it 3 times.